Hello, hello, Commander Templar players and viewers. I'm here in the New World Order's headquarters. May look like an unsuspecting nerd shop, but trust me, this is. Or if we wait a minute, they'll all shapeshift into reptilians. Hello, Commander Templar viewers. We are here with our round two. Sorry, we missed round one. Round two contestants: George Marriott and Michael Balaam. Michael Balaam was on Zoo. George Marriott was on Ponza, and George Marriott was the winner. So, how do you think the game went, guys?
Game one was really close. Turn 2 Scion of Draco is, it's hard to deal with, but my hand, I think, I knew what you were playing anyway, but I was like, my hand's alright, and I drew Bolt, like the turn I played it, or the turn before I played it, and I had the Pier and Kieran to set up multiple blocks at the same time, but yeah, winning on one life is satisfying. That is like the ultimate satisfaction against an aggro deck.
Yeah.
Like pure mid-range with no real life gain.
Me and Steven on the stream were just waiting for the top deck Bolt, and I was just like, it's all over for George. But
I just
no,
sat
it
there
wasn't.
like I just have to fade like 4 draw steps.
Yeah.
And I get there. Like I had you on one land, so I was like, there's no tribal flames. It's not going to be like any insanity, but there's like 4 bolts definitely in that deck. So, and then game 2 was you did Zoo things.
Yeah, pretty much.
I gave 3. I did Ponza things.
Yeah.
Blood Moon on turn 2 in your 5-color deck.
Blood Moon is very sad for Zoo. It was like when I saw that come down, I was like, oh, it's all over for our Zoo player.
I had one in hand game 2 and 2 Stone Rings.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can play the Blood Moon and get Sin Divines and then do it again next turn. But I'm not doing anything and I need to stabilise. So I was like, I'm just stuck with 4 spells in hand that don't do anything.
Throughout the whole game, so before the games even started, we were going through the deck list, and as a Zoo fan, you were like super excited when you saw a Zoo deck, and we were kind of like, oh man, how's the game going to go? And then as soon as Blood Moon came out, and it was just watching the lands blow up, it was like, this is hard to watch.
Yeah, it's like the moment I got Blood Moon and got to untap, like it's a stabilised board state. I'm like, you can play a card a turn, maybe, and they're all going to be like 1/2s.
It's a very hard win.
I'm going to play 3 for 1 MP and Kieran, or I'm going to play, I don't know, like I'm just going to drop Bloodbraid Elf and Cascade. I just slowly 2 for 1 from there. But it's getting to that state that's the mid-range deck plan.
So we've got to say, George, you're in a very pretty deck.
Yeah.
Mostly foiled? All foiled?
All foiled.
All foiled, very nice.
Refuse to put cards that aren't foil in there, so I'm not playing an optimal list at all. I'm missing Endurances, Pyromancers and stuff. I just picked up 2 Pyromancers, so that's nearly there. But
we had a slight debate in there because the foiling, we couldn't quite see it on camera when you destroyed his lands. Was that Stone Raid or Pillage?
Stone Raid. I
Stone Raid.
do play Pillage, but I boarded them out.
Okay.
So there's a flexible slot where you can kill artifacts game 1, but double red, and I bought out 3 land destruction spells against Zoo because they don't advance the game state. If you have them on turn 2, it's amazing. If you have them on turn 6, it's less so. Like, it doesn't do much except maybe cut off white or blue. But it doesn't do anything. You just cut off domain at that point. So it's kind of...
In terms of Zoo, did you? Because as a Zoo fan, I have never played a Ponza deck or Zoo, so I've only been playing Modern like 2 years, so they're not decks that I've come across. Did you play before the Triumphs? Did you try and make Zoo work prior to the Triumph situation, or did?
Yeah, so I've always played Zoo. So, mainly Burn, but I toyed between that and Zoo. It did work before the Triumphs. It was just more of like you get to main on turn 3 by just getting a bunch of shocks. Yeah. And then generally you can play like Death Shadow as well. But now you've got the Triumphs, it's a lot safer.
Into Scion.
Yeah, Scion's the big upgrade. But yeah.
I've got to say, I love Scion, but it's quite upsetting you can't play Death Shadow anymore with Scion. Yeah. Giving it lifelink is a bit of a non-bo.
Yeah, that is unfortunately makes it so you can only play one or the other. Really, you can play both, but you're going to risk screwing yourself.
That's just bad news, players.
May I ask, strategic choice on your part? Was running a Goblin Guide over Ragavan, was that a strategic choice, or was that just
No, that's a £80 a card choice.
Yes, I thought maybe.
The bank balance isn't happy if you decide to play Ragavan choice.
Yeah.
I have to make the same thing. Like you can play Ragavan and Ponza.
Oh, okay.
People do. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. But I'd also have to buy foils. So that can go into a hole. Same for
It's kind of like every jungle player that had their deck foiled that cried when MH2 came out. It's like,
well, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, sweet. Oh.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to get endurances for this weekend on Monday. And I was on my card market, and I'm like, oh, they're €65 each.
That's honestly for fours. That's less than I thought they'd be.
Well, they're now 50 for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Like in like a week. But I was like, instead, I'll buy Soul Guide lanterns.
Yeah.
Like they're €2.
Yeah.
Like it's but no, it's a really tough matchup. I love Zoo as well. So.
Awesome, guys. Thank you very much.
Oh, I do have a couple of things I wanted to mention. First of all, even if I did have Ragavans, I think I would still probably play Goblin Guide just because I'm playing Become Immense, Team of Battle Rage, and Might of Alara. And also, if people want to watch Zoo, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, Smurfyyy with 3 Ys on the end.
Nice little plug. Little plug.
Might as well, right?
Where do you keep your victims? What are you playing, Todd? What are you playing? You got chocolate on your teeth. What are you playing, Todd?
Is that how you approach
What are you
everyone?
playing?
I feel assaulted.
What are you drinking, Todd?
Burn oat flat white. Recommend
Fat White.
it.
Who made the milk?
The oats.
From what farm? What cart? What's your national ID?
More importantly, the main thing I wanted to kind of ask here, and it's apt that we do it here because there's kind of another part of this story. I just wanted to ask how you feel taking down the top 8 contender Rocco with your burn list. How did it go? Was it a close game? Was it land?
No, I crushed him. I just ran right over him. It just wasn't his day. You know?
Todd, always modest as ever.
Oh, it wasn't me, it was the deck. The Goblin Guide carries the truth. And the truth was the top of Rocco's library was a mess. Right, nothing was coming out in the right order. Do you know what I mean?
We have Ed from Commander's Templar here, and we also have Ed from Not. Yeah, Ed's eating lunch. What are you eating?
Chicken mayo we're going for. It's alright.
I've just realised actually, it makes more sense if I hold this here, so it gets more of a.
Yeah.
There we go. We get the tip, just the tip in. So these are the fantastic new sandwiches from Apothecary Pantry, I believe, that Athena are now stocking.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Excellent. In terms of your game, how's your day been going so far? I saw you won round 2.
Yeah, I won round 2, 2-1. They were really close games, but then the third game, he was on the play, but he mulled down to 5. So I think I had that game pretty wrapped up because he wasn't even happy with his 5. So
What were you playing against?
it was like Turok discards.
Oh, okay.
So
a weird kind of one.
Yeah. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. Ed beat me 2-0 first round, which probably was my worst draw I could have possibly got, given we'd practiced together a lot yesterday.
What's Ed on?
Death Shadow.
Oh, thank. Why are you playing Death Shadow and not Murktide?
I know Death Shadow better than Murktide. I'm more confident with the Shadow deck than Murktide. So.
Wow, that surprises.
Death Shadow the best, Death Shadow.
Are you 2-0 right now then?
No, 1-1.
Chris, yours is actually president of Argatha, the underground city in the Hollow Earth.
Thank you very much for having a quick chat. I know it's super awkward just having this like tiny little microphone.
It's all
Yeah. So that kind of went a bit rough. It wasn't. So initially, when we saw the Yorions, I was just like, okay, cool. It's Yorion Pal matchup. What made? I love the spicy elemental build.
Yeah.
What made you go that route as opposed to the traditional?
I originally built the deck for Pioneer.
Oh, okay.
So I was running like 4 Voice of Resurgence. The on that for the Royal is really good because you just pile out all these tokens and then just burn in. And then I was like, well, I'll try it in Modern. This is the second time I've played the deck.
Okay.
So at a Modern level, and it's really fun. I'm looking at Wrens, but Wrens for the money pile builders, then going into Ragavan, and it's just like it's taking away for the reason why I built it.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people play Subtlety. Subtlety's really good, but there's a misplay with the Subtlety. I didn't realise Emrakul did the Palace thing.
that game 1 Emrakul was just...
I was like, okay, and I missed it because I had the Endurance ready. So I should have done it off the fetch, but sort of.
Yeah, no. Sometimes that's just the way it goes, right?
Yeah.
How have your other rounds gone? What were the matchups for round 1 and 2?
So round 1 was Green Black Rock, which I won 2-0.
Nice.
Just eventually coming back for the grind win, and then round 2 was really good. It was against Grixis Shadow, which was a 2-1, and then after it was very close. Like I was almost in bolt range, and then gradually brought back.
I'm still surprised. Like I played Shadow a little bit, but I feel it's really lost its legs since the lowest ban. It's kind of people are trying lots of weird different iterations.
Yeah, if you get it early enough and you do you target your ledger shredders with prismatic ending and stuff like that, I can see it struggling, and he definitely did at that point. Game 3, I hit Darcy and 2 ledger shredders, and it was just he's then crawling back.
Yeah.
Whereas then I could kind of move into things. But yeah, I said that if I get to top 8 today, I'd be happy because I've played this twice. I don't know the deck really.
Well, realistically, I think even if you lose the next round, there's a shot. But you win the next round, you're pretty much guaranteed. So,
cool. Beautiful.
Best of luck in the next one.
Cheers,
and hopefully it's not another horrible Yorion.
It's the first time I've mirrored it, so it's all good.
Nice one. Well,
Cheers,
good luck,
thank
man.
you.
So what was that shocking display, Will?
So, we have our...
Fuck you.
Hello, Commander Templar players and viewers. We have our winner and loser for round 4 of the championship at Athena Games, the store championship. We have Ed Venus, our winner.
Hello.
And we have Will Atkins, our loser.
Okay, I want to reiterate this, right? Obviously, Simon is guesting on the channel today. We are not intentionally bullying players, and I promise you, this is only with the players we have good rapport with.
I do think Simon is intentionally bullying players.
So Will Atkins was on Mono Green Tron. Ed Venus was on Death Shadow. So Ed, how do you think the game went?
I think I was done game 2 and I came back. That's why you guys never concede. You play till the end.
You should have conceded.
No. I was thinking about, but I said I had to play it out because it's a tournament match.
Funny enough, you were saying that you would have conceded in that
Yeah,
spot.
I would have conceded in that spot. You're a better man than I, Ed. A better man than I. I'm definitely a pessimistic give up. How do you think it went? Where do you think you went wrong, Will?
Okay, I can identify two lines that lost me the game. I should have got Sundering Titan game 2 instead of Trinisphere. And I should have turn 1 Ancient Stirrings.
That's what I was thinking.
Those are the lines that I messed up. I have been playing this deck for a week, so
one super interesting one. We know you got there off the top anyway.
Yeah.
When you had the extra spare mana to draw off the relic when you were mana screwed, what made you just trust in the fate of the cards? Because we were kind of like, oh, he's got one extra, he won't risk it, and then you untapped and we're like, oh my god, and you got it off the top. We're just like, this man is a Tron player.
Listen. It's all about the heart of the cards, okay? You've got to believe in the heart of the cards.
Thank you, Kai. But I think the one we really want to interview here is Will Shoe.
Please don't look at my shoes. I spent all my money on Tron cards.
We're gonna sign off there. So
yes. So Will Shoe declined an interview, and we will maybe interview some people in top 8 to find out how their games are going. Will unfortunately lost out on top 8, but Will can stand up high and at least know he didn't play Lantern and become a subhuman.
So, we have our...
So Ed Venus, I'm sticking a microphone in your face. How does it feel to get paired up against Burn?
I mean, it's a tough
When you're
matchup.
playing
It's
Death
winnable.
Shadow.
It's winnable. Of course, not versus
Did you
top.
win it?
No, I didn't win this time.
I'm sorry. Have you got any good packs? Have you got anything cool?
Lord Kender.
Have you opened? Did you not get a double Masters 22?
This is the best card.
Okay.
We got from Top H.
Let's see what we get. Let's see what you get for losing.
Yes, let's see.
Ran on 6.
Mana Leak. Rosa.
Oh,
Bitter
okay.
Blossom. And Magistrate.
Yeah, I mean that's a hit.
I mean, that's a mythic.
Yep, that's and no extended arcs. Oh, so speed.
Yes.
But yeah, Bitter Blossom, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll bid you farewell, Advenus.
Thank you. See you next time.
We will see you at the WPN Qualifiers.
Definitely.
Both days, Pioneer and Modern.
Yes, I don't play Pioneer, but for that day I will play Pioneer.
Weird, me holding the mic.
Yeah, you don't have to hold it if you don't want to. I can hold it.
What do you have to ask me, Steve?
Well, I just wondered how it felt to get a free buy in the last round against Chris's deck.
It is a favoured matchup.
It
was very nice.
Yeah. Did you win both games?
No, I kept a bad hand.
You can't even win 2 games.
I'm greedy, so I kept a 1-lander game 2 and never saw the second land. And game 3, I kept a 1-lander and I clapped his cheeks. So.
So we have our...
How does it feel to lose a favourable matchup in the semi-finals, Todd?
Is it a favourable matchup?
Maybe not.
Omnath, Blossoming Calm. I don't know if you saw how I was touched, but it didn't feel like a favourable matchup.
No, it did. The Roiling, we were rooting for you with the Roiling Vortexes, Santo.
Yeah,
we thought there was hope. But more importantly, what cards are we going to get here?
Well, I've got a full art Teferi.
An overprinted card that everyone has seemingly pulled. Excellent.
And
City Brass.
Yeah, City Brass, not bad.
City of Brass is a good pull.
Better than the 5 packs I opened earlier.
Made your money back likely on the Tour Championship and then some. So can't complain.
Yeah.
Will you take? Are you coming to the WPN qualifier?
I will be coming to the WPN.
Do you think you'll be playing Burn?
I think I might need to step away from Burn.
Yeah.
Now people have seen me.
Some could say you got Burn.
My only matches lost are against James on 4 colour, so all those other people who I ran over probably are expecting me to play Burn.
Yeah, that makes
next
sense.
time,
That makes sense.
So I'll probably bring something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna pan down to the Athena logo here and just ask you, James. You haven't lost a game this entire tournament. What's happening? No, you haven't dropped a single game.
Oh God.
Are you going to take that
Why
into
do you have
the...
to say them things?
Well, because it's going to happen in the final.
Yeah, I'm glad it's in the final.
Yeah. Excellent. So, firstly, I want to just kind of jump in here. I know you're kind of running the interview, Simon, but we apologise on stream. We have been referring all day to you as the plucky Zoo player because, as we said, when we saw Zoo, Simon was so excited to see a Zoo deck. I think it's inspired you to get back into Modern.
It has. I'm definitely going to have to rebuild Zoo now.
Yeah, it's crazy, and massive congratulations for coming first. We kind of messed up here because we don't have your prize, but there is a very pretty, I believe it's Dark Confidant. Yeah, Dark Confidant, Full Art, and Art Mage's Charm as well. Yeah. Alongside a stack of packs. How many Double Masters packs?
I think like 3, 4, 5, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm not really
crazy prize pool. So massive
really good prize pool today.
We're gonna have a look at the pools. Hopefully, are you gonna open them here or are you taking them home?
Probably take them home.
Oh, okay. We
Maybe
might
save
have
them for
to get some kind of a social media link so we can hassle you for the picture to it.
No
instead
worries.
of all those spicy pools. But Simon, as the Zoo fanatic, I will hand it over to you.
So, amazing plays today, Michael. Honestly, that last game, we went mental in the streaming room just seeing it.
As you can see, the tie is now off.
Yeah, the tie's now off. I said if you win, I was taking the tie off, and you won. So yeah, Might of Alara into Become Immense, into Team of Battle Rage.
Yeah.
We all just were like, whoa, that was crazy. So how do you feel today went for you?
Yeah, I think it obviously went pretty well. I was pretty tempted not to play Zoo today. I was basically between Burn and Zoo. And Burn, I think, is probably a better deck for the metagame, but I thought Zoo would just be more fun, and I thought, why not just play the more fun deck? And I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
So you thinking about Zoo? Questions about Zoo. Do you have any spicy picks you want to put in Zoo? Because I find Zoo's a good deck that you can put like the nice kind of creatures that don't go anywhere else. Like a lot of meddling mage in Zoo.
Yeah, absolutely. There's an abundance of creatures that you can play. I personally try to lead to the ones which are better statted, more towards that than things that give you special effects like Meddling Mage, mainly because I like to use combos to kill my opponent, and with that the extra like 1 or 2 power definitely makes a difference. Yeah.
I really like that as an opinion. I've definitely got to have to look into like Might of Alara and Become Immense. I've never thought of that Zoo being that kind of deck. I've always thought it was like kind of go wide with creatures and just have efficient creatures. So now you've won the store championship, what's your next kind of conquest?
I have no idea, to be honest. I think there's some qualifiers for whatever the latest Magic thing is. Probably do some of those in Pioneer or Modern. Maybe I'll play Zoo again, that was pretty fun. But I definitely want to test more with the deck. I really liked Geist in the list. It is very slow, but against the big bulky decks like the 4-color Omnath, it just allows you to play a threat. It sticks, and then you can just combo kill them. So I really like Geist in the matchup.
I've got to agree, I rate Geist too. Geist is top shagger, he's great.
Are you a fairly local player then, in terms of, is Athena your LGS? Or?
Yeah, so technically Athena is my LGS. I generally don't play here very often because at weekends I tend to travel to my hometown to play with my friends there.
Nice.
Yeah, so although it is my LGS...
In terms of like the WPN qualifier, it's just round the corner, hopefully.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? So, Awesome. Do you play Pioneer as well? Are you going to...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Currently playing Phoenix. However, I would like to play something like the Boros Heroic deck, or maybe even Mono Green.
Mono Green Devotion.
Mono Green is sweet. The deck I would really like to play is Gruul Monsters and just like Domri Raids and Stormbreath Dragons and all that, but I don't know if I can get it to be up to par, but I'll give it a go.
To kind of go on a bit of a low note, and I don't want to throw you under the bus here, in that game too, with the Teferi interaction with the combat tricks, we thought at that point it was like, it's done. We couldn't quite see all of your hand. Were you still kind of confident that it was okay at that point, or was there a moment where you kind of had to get some luck off the top of the library?
What play was that in regards to?
So when you swung in with Ghost of St. Traff and you had all your mana up and you swung at the opponent and then went to play a card and then...
So I tried to
instance.
team about Rage My Angel, which obviously doesn't really work with Teferi in play. And then I realized that obviously I could have pre-combat done it on something on the Geist, but an extra 2 damage isn't really here nor there. So
you still had the stuff in hand. You were confident on the next turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic. Do you have any other further bits, Simon, or are you happy there as the Zoo aficionado?
No, I think you played very well, and I really like looking at your list. It's made me consider looking at like my Zoo lists I've played in the past and changing them up, because I've always gone for creatures, not so much pump spell, so I definitely like it. Thank you for having us interview you. Last kind of parting question, do you have any kind of plans now to celebrate your victory going out at all? Or
Absolutely not. My other half is away, and so I'm just having a pretty chill weekend, which sounds good to me.
More importantly as well, I believe you had a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
What is your YouTube channel?
So it's Smurfyyy, so like the little blue guys, with 3 Ys on the end. So you'll see loads of random Zoo lists. It could be the big pump ones like I've used today, burning trees and bushwhackers. It could be pretty much anything. Any sort of like aggressive red deck, I've probably done a video on it. It's like over 100 at the moment, so yeah, feel free to check it out.
Are you mainly MTGO or paper as well?
It's all anything online. So if it's Arena legal, then I'll play it on Arena just because it's easier. But if not, then I do play Magic Online as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
definitely come give Michael a sub.
So we have our...
Necropotence, doomsday, taint the pack till for days, get rock, dag, mall, Ulamaka cars. Ristic study, pay the one, smothering tide, now we're done, feed the fish and pay the fall, what a fucking ball.